ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to From the Depths, where we are working on our little warship. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Gneisenau's guns. Still need to make some modifications to the diameter, to the gauge of the guns. I know, I am aware, but yes, I think they look okay, don't they? At least from a distance they look good. From, well, a bit closer up, they still look good, I think. Now, we have two guns on the bow of the ship, looking pretty nasty, and one gun to the aft section of the ship. Now, the yellow stuff, well, no, let's start off with the superstructure. As you can see, it's non-existent, yet. And the yellow stuff is actually some measurements where more or less I want to have the guns. The dual blocks here represent dual guns. The single blocks here present single barreled guns, and the triple lines here are torpedo tubes. That will be added to said ship. And I think if that is all said and done, we have a very fun little boat. I still need to add ammo, I still need to add propulsion, I need to add a lot actually. I've been spending way too much time building these turrets. It really took a long time. They're okay though. Not great. But as you can see, hold on. 686. No, it's fine. The middle gun has two shells extra compared to the others, but that's okay. As you can see, they are shooting with 54.2 rounds per minute. 1.1 seconds for a shot, essentially, with the center gun firing slightly faster. Yeah, it's a pretty decent gun, I think. It's not great, but it's decent enough. Here, let me get a pilferer in. Some aiming issues at the start, that's fine. Yeah, we're aimed. Now watch the damage, boys and girls, watch the damage. 300k, 400k. Ooh, missed a shot there, and enemy is dead. 500k explosive damage. Nice. Let's get a plunderer in instead. Alright, target locked. The plunderer, of course, a bit of a heavier target. Mind you, yes, for this test, it's about how fast can I kill that ship, not how fast can he kill me, because honestly, my defenses are not operational yet. Hashtag God mode for the win. He's shooting him below the waterline right now. That is unfortunate. Still need to add a proper AI and thus aiming priority above the waterline. But as you can see, 650k damage, 700 and 300 armor piercing. It's doing good. She's doing good. She is easily withering down the little boat there that just lost both of her main guns, I believe. In fact, let's go visit. Oh, there she goes. She just detonated. Some shells went straight through and killed the aft turret, I believe. So yes, that will be the primary firepower for Gneisenau. Of course, fair is fair. These turrets, although they can shoot a bit upwards, they do have some issues shooting flying targets, although Geiger here is going down. Luck this time. Once they hit, they do hit hard. Hard enough, anyway. On its watch, hard. 1400 palisade, go. And remember, it's not about the damage that the enemy does, because normally this ship would get wrecked by the palisade, but look what happened to the palisade. Palisade ammo just detonated in our first salvo from her guns. Of course, it's the missiles that's the biggest threat, but still. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. The ship might be impossible to kill, but yeah. I wasn't. That said, though, as you can see, the damage we've done with our salvo is substantial. Substantial damage to the superstructure and to the actual cannons of the enemy vessel. And that's essentially the goal here. She's supposed to hit relative hard. Although if I turn God mode off right now and let those missiles hit, let's take a look. Damage reports. It's actually not that bad. Now, of course, this looks like wood, but believe me, it's not, ladies and gentlemen. This is full metal. It just looks like wood. Ooh, some missiles coming in. And there goes one of my turrets. Curious to see what exactly happened there. A breach in the mantlets, okay, in the barbette. That is unfortunate. Gotta reinforce that then. It's only 2 layers of heavy metals, so... But actually, as you can see, Gneisenau is actually tanking some of this damage pretty decently. Only now do we have a single compartment flooded here. Of course, the top is flooded, but all underwater compartments, well, most anyway, are still intact, I believe. So, despite the heavy damage, she's still pretty much afloat. Ooh, good hit there on the turrets, knocking out one of the guns. Ooh, but that means we might have, yeah, we have a breach there. And fair is fair, reload the shells. So yes, this, ladies and gentlemen, is my little Gneisenau. So far, so good. Let's watch this last missile salvo hit, just to see how well she can tank it. Did you just bounce a missile there? I think you did. Alright, destroy enemy vehicles. That missile salvo hitting the stern. Yeah. Honestly, the damage is somewhat minimal. Only, yeah, the turret here got nuked, essentially. The turret has 2 layers of heavy armor. It may not be the heaviest turret in the world, but honestly, it wasn't the heaviest battleship either. So, seems fair to me. Now, with that all said and done, let's get building, shall we? So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. In the background, of course, you have seen me start building this superstructure already. And now we are looking at it live. Live as I'm placing blocks. It is a fascinating superstructure to build. Although, in all honesty, it is not my favorite. I struggled so hard with the superstructure. That's right, folks. talking to you from post-production here because, you know what, I felt like it. I felt like just doing something different here. Rather than just, live commenting on it. This superstructure was hard enough as it is. Luckily, as you can see, it is quickly taking shape. Getting a bit... a small section down there, yeah. I think I'm gonna build the funnel around here, if I remember correctly. That does feel funnel-ish to me. It really does. Now, oddly enough, I enjoy building funnels. It's one of those things in this game that is utterly useless. You don't need them at all. But it's fun. I want to make sure it's not yellow, well, purple anymore. There we go. Okay, that's an easy enough funnel, I'd say. Yeah, good enough, good enough. In the end, I made a small modification. I moved the funnel slightly further to the side than I had originally. And slowly the back section of the superstructure is also taking shape. As you can see, now it's especially that back section of the superstructure that had me puzzled for a very long time. At first, as you can see, I kept it open, and I was like, maybe we can do something with that section by opening it up. I think in the end I'm dropping that idea, but it will take a while. Let's see though, let's see. Getting the superstructure, well, the front tower essentially here. Well, the rear section of it, I suppose. All right, yeah, we're getting there. I mean, it's somewhat recognizable already, in my opinion. Of course, I know what it's gonna look like. So, yeah. Taking a little break here by just having fun. Yeah, I like this. A little while later, we stopped playing around and we are working on getting a secondary... I think this is the secondary tower? No, this is the aft section, the top section of the primary tower. We're giving it a rangefinder, of course. The rangefinder can rotate. Simple, round. Alright, so now big one of 3. Yeah, very good, me. Okay, good enough. I think. Am I gonna go with the good enough here? Or am I... No. Am I gonna use... Okay. Please make them smaller. Yeah, okay. That's a bit better, I suppose. Getting some decorative work done here on screen. Interesting. Usually I skip doing the decorative stuff. Mostly because, I tend to fuck up the pitch and the yaw all the time. Okay, what am I gonna do with this? Don't tell me I keep it like that. earth am I doing? Oh, right. I know what I'm doing now. Okay, yeah, okay, fair. Apply with mirror. It's, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. I see it now. I remember. With, of course, a local weapon controller attached. Testing it out. Do you work? Of course you do. Yoink. Plunderer got first blood in, it seems, but yeah, the rangefinder is working as intended. So that means back to building. And let's see, what are we gonna build? It's gonna be a tower. Two, three, what's it gonna be? Okay. Now you notice me often use blocks that are 2 and 3 high or long rather than the 4 one that is currently on number 1 on my hotbar. Simply because a lot of the time I feel like 4 blocks long, especially for superstructure construction, it is really long. And when you want to do some detailing work, essentially, I find that the 3 block is generally high enough for everything I need, except, you know, for these big sections, yeah, we can go and add big blocks to that, I suppose. Okay. Next section of the superstructure installed. Yoink. That is a glaring weakness, single block there. Let's see. This is all part of the main tower that we're building now. The front section, essentially with the rangefinder, is more like the conning tower, the combat control tower, essentially, and this is the main tower, it seems. Ooh, it is big, though. Not very heavily armored. That's, of course, one of the drawbacks of most of my constructions. You know, most of my superstructures tend to be mostly for aesthetics, not essentially for usefulness in that regard. Although, no, I'm gonna cut that down, ain't I? Should have left that armor inside. Make it a bit heavier. No, I'm gonna cut it away. No. Ah, well. There we go. That's starting to look nice, isn't it? We're starting to see some shapes here. Of course, not done by a long shot. I'm done with the main tower for now. I want to do some more detailing work here. Because, you know, building that main tower, it's a nice tower to build, but I need to think about it for a while. I often have that while building these kind of ships. I need to think about, you know, how am I gonna shape something. And while doing that, I don't turn my recording off or anything. I'm just like, okay, let's build something I do have an idea about. And the rest, yeah, we'll fix up later. Yoink. We got a radar. Add decoration. Radar. Yoink. Let's make it bigger. We're going for 2.1. 2.1. Why not? Okay. Well, let's move you a bit further down. Sure. I can see what's happening. And we're gonna apply it with a mirror. We're gonna hide the control block there. Well, the, radar thing control. We're going to armor that up and hide it. Did I just delete it? No, I didn't. Okay. That's a start. Not bad. No, am I gonna do it like that? Surely not. Oh, thank God. That makes it a bit better. Two, yes. No. Wrong way around. Does it work? Not really. No, might as well do that. That is better. Okay, now I hope I'm gonna do this properly. See, I'm hitting the pitch. I don't need to hit the pitch. Thank God I'm not flying aircraft here. That would be terrible. Of course, then I would actually remember it, because then it would matter. I think it's sticking out, isn't it? Yeah. But all things considered, it is not bad. Am I gonna do it again? Thinking. How am I gonna finish this up? I'm using a metal plate here rather than a metal plate slope. There we go. That is better. I did notice it in time. Degrees. Too far, my friends. Bring it back. Minor correction still. Okay. Yeah, thought so. That's somewhat acceptable. I can live with that right now. Yep, and I could there as well. Copy all, apply with mirror. Paste all. Makes it easier, doesn't it? rotate a bit further forwards, please. Yeah. Okay. We're going to make it run slightly further still. Yes, we are. So, decorative work. Usually, like I said, I don't have it a lot in my videos because, as you can see, it takes just so long to do so, to do it properly. And this is not proper decorative work. This is fairly basic decorative work, what I'm doing here. I'm not someone who goes over the top with decorations. Let me know in the comments down below. How do you guys handle decorative work? Do you use it a lot or not at all? I'm kind of curious. Like I said, let me know in the comments down below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, as we watch me finish up the last section here, we're going to end today's episode. We have a superstructure that is somewhat built. We have, well, the basic section for a tower. The basic section here for the side mounted radars has been installed. I mean, it looks okay. Let's modify the radar a bit still. Because, you know, it's sticking out of the... Just move it a bit inwards, mate. Don't need to make it smaller. Just move it inwards a bit. Oh well. This works too. Yeah, it's playing around a bit with the colors here. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we made progress. We made progress here today. Next time, we're going to, I don't know. What will we do next time? Let me quickly take a look. Right, I believe we're going to work on the torpedo launchers next. Until then, as always, take care.